Hey there, welcome back to Windrose on the from scratch thing. Now I am upgrading my sword, this guy, but I can't go any further because I need foothill iron ingots. Now, I mentioned before, Richard opens up heck of a lot because I have tons of foothill iron, but I can't smelt it. Go to the smelter. The only thing it's going to let me do is copper because I need to get an advanced smelting machine. And I can't get that until I kill Richard. So that's basically, you can't get a heck of a lot of stuff. So I just thought I'd give that you as a little heads up. And then, yeah. But Richard is a douche. Let's see if I can go and kill Richard. Okay, back in a second. So I've done a bit of exploring. I want to attack Mr. Show you Mr. Richards. Okay, so here we go. That's my inventory. I've given myself tons of health potions. This will give me vitality, which is health, if I remember rightly, and this gives me endurance, which is stamina. I've got this as well, which is an elixir of cruelty, which increases my damage and lasts for 15 minutes. That's basically where I am at the moment. And I upgraded my sword. That's as far as it goes. I need a. I've got the iron ore, but I need an iron foundry, and that's something you get when you kill Richards. But I did put my gun up to 180, but I only have 6 gunpowder. But when I infiltrate the camp, and I did tent. When I infiltrate the camp, I'm looking for a treasure at the moment. So I think I'm looking for one of those red trees. I may be wrong, or a dead person. Okay, because it should be right on it. Yeah, because if I remember rightly, the X's should correlate with a dead tree with a red bandana around it. Can you see it? Because I can't. Don't know. Or am I looking for a camp with a dead person on it? Well, there's a rock. Right, so, and this is kind of on the way. I'll show you the map real quick. So what I did was I zoomed to here, and then heading to here, which is the infiltrate, which is camp, and this is on the way. So X marks the spot thing, so I've got to find the map. My inventory's full, so I can't do anything. But I didn't expect this to happen, and so I just filled myself with. Oh, there he is. Okay, so let's do some digging. No, my car's still broken, but it's all good. I've got. I bought a starter motor. I'm going to try and fit it myself because I try and treat. Well, not catastrophes. I try and treat crappy stuff, events and stuff, as if it's as if it's a challenge or a lesson or something. Starbuck with Blackpool salt cores. What can I do here? I can bollocks. Drop cavalry and drop. There's 2. And then hang on. Take off. There we go. Cool. Huh. Okay. I can leave that alone because my inventory's full, so that's what I've done here. So the way I'm thinking about it is when my car broke, I called my friend up, the mechanic guy, and he turned up and he wanted to charge me shop rates for it. And I'm not the kind of person who says, oh, we're friends, let's let me rip you off kind of scenario. But I'm also somebody that really can't afford shop rates, and I would, if I was going to do the job, I'd charge half the price that he's charging me. But because the thing is, I was all ready to do it. So, oh, whatever. Cause it's a Toyota 2003 Toyota Corolla, so everything is really, really compact, and so it's not like I used to have an 80s Buick LeSabre, and oh my goodness, that was so amazing. I had to change the radiator, and the radiator was set at an angle, so you just kind of undo 2 clips, and then you take the pipes off, zoink, the radiator's out. It's like, wow, man, easy to work on. It's great, I loved it. And yeah, well, this is all compact because that's what it is, but it's a reliable car. Anyway, so I thought, okay, I'll get, I'll fix it for you, I'll come round, but then it rained. So on the day that it was meant to come round, so I said postpone it, which gave me a chance to think, because it's weird. I'm the kind of person that I'm spontaneous, but when I'm spontaneous, I usually make bad decisions. But at the point, I think, well, I've got to make a decision now. Okay, I'll walk in the car. Is that okay? Yeah, okay. And then later on, it's a case of like, hang on, that's not good. Okay, let me go ahead and get out of here, and then I'm going to put some of this stuff in my inventory. So we do that, I think. What else can we put in there? That, and that. Okay, cool. And then
ship's under your hand, Captain.
so yeah. So I think it's the all I need. Oh, question marks, yay. I'll go ahead and do that. And no, I didn't set my timer. This is just going to be a thing I want to. So I said to myself, look, do it myself. I know how to do it. It's a starter motor is a small motor, and it's got like a solenoid on it, and the solenoid is a hefty switch. And the reason for that is because what you're doing is you're feeding a heck of a lot of current into your I forgot any wooden fibre, don't I? A heck of a lot of current into your system, into this little dinky motor. So okay, equip. There we go. Why did I drop it? Okay, equip anyway. Nope, equip. There we go. Come on then. There we go. And so it's a little motor that spins. It's got a cog in it. When it spins, inertia kind of drives the cog out because it's hidden inside the mechanism. It drives the cog out, which attaches to your flywheel. Now your flywheel is this massive cog. It's got teeth on it, and so what happens is the teeth from the starter motor, once it's spinning up to like massive amounts of speed, connects because now it's got inertia behind it. Connects to the why am I doing so much? I don't know. Thank you. I don't know. I'm just in the zone. Connects to the a flywheel, and then that it spins the flywheel, and then all the electrics that switched on and blah blah blah, flywheels on blah blah blah, and then boom, it activates the machine of happiness. Your car starts. So that's just an explanation for starter motor. Sorry about that. It's a bit superfluous to requirements, but when you're I've got a question mark up here, so I might as well put a 10 about here, I think. Oh, another piece of wood. Meh. Okay, then there you go, face that. I've built a 10 yet, have I? No. About there, I think. And menu. Intent. Alright, let's do it. I'm going to do a just a brief investigation. Come on. Hang on. Okay, so I'm going to there. Okay, so I'll just do a reconnaissance and then go and kill Richard. Okay, so the starter motor, now you know what it is. It's a how big is it? It's about the size of a Pringles box, but shorter. Right, so you got this thing. It's all metal and stuff. So it's held together with usually 2 nuts, and they're usually around 13 or 14 millimeter on the head. Right. So you got these 2 nuts, 2 bolts rather. They go into the body of the engine. On top of it, you got a solenoid, which is circular. It's about the size of like one of those pepper pot things, like a spice jar. And that is, it has a wire to it that goes directly to your battery, to the positive of your battery. So what you do, it usually has a cover over it. You remove the rubber cover of the solenoid, and then you remove the rubber cover of the solenoid. Undo. Okay, first of all, you disconnect your battery. Anytime you work on the battery, especially if it's electric, disconnect it. So you disconnect the battery. You even removed it if you want to be safe. It's not necessary, but if you want to be like, did I disconnect the battery? Then just remove it. Anyway, so that's how it's done. Uncover the cover of the positive lead, which is usually, I think it's usually a 13 millimeter, 12 or 13 millimeter. Unbolt that. Make mental image of what it looks like, because some of them are shaped in a way. Oh, got a mine. Okay, let's have a look at what kind of mine it has. Maybe it's full. Probably going to be iron. So you disconnect the wire, you unbolt the 2 bolts that are holding it in, usually one at the top of the engine and one at the bottom. And then once you've done that, okay, you just remove the thingy. Remove the starter motor. Once your starter motor is removed, you take it out basically, and then get the new one, and then reverse the thingy. So now how it's done, I've done it before, but this is a very hard, again, on more not enough resources. Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me about this? Okay, well, I'll come back later then. Oh no, I'm in the wrong, no, I went the wrong way. And I need wood to build a tent. Where was I? Starter motor, thank you. So you replace the other, and again, I've worked on older cars, and which were bigger, like B8s, B6s, that kind of stuff. And the starter motor is really easy, usually really easy to get to. But this one's really difficult. But it's possible, and it's doable. I mean, the worst thing I'd have to do is remove the radiator fan. And usually 2 to 4 bolts. I mean, depending. Sometimes it's little clips that you undo, like you pop them. But sometimes it's bolts, and there's usually either 2 of them. Okay, 2 at the top, usually 10, 11 millimeter maybe 12. And then underneath there's these hooks, these like, it's hard to explain what they look like. Imagine you've got a piece of flat metal, say like a couple inches wide by like, say 30/32 of an inch thick. And then it's bent. Oh, there's a camp. Okay, I'm not going to get them there. Where am I now? I'm there. Okay, so I'm gonna go up and around. Have I done that? No, I haven't done that yet. No, it showed me, but have I been there yet? So basically, it's a flat square clip that the I'm gonna get some more of my inventory out here. I've got too much for no reason. I can always get it back. I'm on a reconnaissance mission. I'm collecting stuff. Okay, so there's my ship. You ready? Hang on. Yeah, so it's easy. And I've worked on every car that I've had apart from this one, which is bizarre. Okay. How do I... There it is. And then what do I do here? Get one of those. I think that'll be enough for what I need. Yep. Yeah. What was I saying now? I was going to build 10 around here, wasn't I? Yeah. Not enough resources. What do I need? Not all of it. No wood, no... What did I do? Did I put all the wood in the plant over in the thingy? Hang on, how to do that then? Oh no, no! Are you kidding me, really? Okay, that's good. Level 1. Oh, level 1. This is an easy island then. I can build a tent though. I need wood. I just keep picking up then, don't I? But I need I can't just do it like this. I don't know how to get my axe back. Oh yeah, I just go back into the menu and equip it. I see what you're saying. I thought, I wonder if there's a fast thing unless I put it in my fast thing. I don't want to put it in my fast thing. And I honestly think that unless you are completely incapable, don't do anything that you don't know how to 100% fix and stuff. Yeah, because when I was younger, when I realised that I had to, yeah, I'm riding my bicycle, and then suddenly she goes like, "Oh, you get a motor vehicle soon." What's right? What's that then? Oh, internal combustion engine. I don't know anything about that. So I got a job, and I'm more like a hands-on learner, and so I got a job as an apprentice mechanic. And I'm never a mechanic. Or a mechanic? No, apprentice mechanic. I just basically undid screws. And the only reason I worked there was to get an understanding of the internal combustion engine. So my bosses were really cool. And they got me a... When they understood what I was doing, the one was like, "Wow, man, that's what you do." They gave me a copy of a book called Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, which is a lot about Zen and not very much about motorcycle maintenance, but it's a really, really good book to read. It's a philosophy professor, and him and his friend are going for a ride around the country. And so, right here, do you think? Sounds like good. There we go. And then we face the enemies. Menu. Now also what they did is they got a motorcycle. It was a CZ, which is from Czechoslovakia. 175cc on-road, off-road trails bike. And it was this disgusting kind of lime green and yellow colour. But it had a beautiful teardrop tank, and CZ, the letters of it were embossed in the tank, and it was okay, let's have a look here. Banana. Okay, let's get some more bananas. Should we get pumped up the volume, pump up the volume, pump up the volume, hit, pop the volume, pop up the volume, pump up the volume, do 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 do. Alright, so let me sail. So I think this is where I'm going to put my tent. Okay, ready? Tent. Not enough resources, are you kidding me? Really? I can do a tent, okay. And then what else is there? What do you say? No, fire, what do I need? I need more wood. Feck! Yeah, so it was a wreck. It was a shell. It'd been burnt out. The tires were solid, the frame was solid. Nothing had been damaged beyond repair. It wasn't like whatever. It's just either it had been I don't think, but the electrics were shot as well. Anyway, so you got this wrecked bike, and it didn't even have a seat. They actually got a seat from a BSA on it, so everyone thought I was riding a BSA. It's really funny because on the back there's this little like a lip, like a crest or something, and on the seat like a small bump for your back, as it were. And then on the back of that were the letters BSA, so everyone thought it was a BSA bike. Oh, I've never seen this one before. Oh, yeah, it's a rare one. Interesting. So, what else was there? Where's my tent gone? I don't know. I put my tent around here somewhere. No, where's the camp as well? Where's the camp gone? No, hang on. That's the camp, so the tent's around here. I'm kind of miffed that it doesn't tell you where the tent is. You're going to mark it or something. Where's the tent? There it is. Hey, tent. So I'll do is build my fire. Okay, right. And then let's go ahead and kill Richards. Right, let's kill Richards. And what happened there? Something glitched. Return to yourself. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so there's the CZ, right? So there's me working as a mechanic, and basically there's two of them. You've got Dale and Rob. And Dale is a very, very wise motorcycle mechanic. Are they... The hell... They were stood seconds ago, am I wrong? No, what happened here? They were dead seconds ago. What happened? They were alive seconds ago. What happened? That's weird. Okay, let me in. Hide entrance. Parts to bring the shield that comes from this now. Okay, behind the gate you hear rustling clinklers. Best keep your distance for now. What the hell? Huh. What's up here? Anything? No, I don't think so. I mean, build a ladder. Can I build a ladder? Hang on. Stairs and fences. What's that? Is that a ladder, right? Rope fence. Do I have a ladder? Okay, so look, it's in floors and walls, rope, pills, beams, windows, decoration. I don't have a ladder, do I? Handrails. And... Merde. That's the ones, right? And is it something? Yeah, so Dale was he fixed bikes. He knew everything about everything as far as bikes are concerned. The guy was freaking amazing. And so like there's one time he was working on this motorcycle. I forgot what it was, and he's talking to him and saying, okay, so I'm going to remove this bolt. Now you're going to look at the bolt and go like, dude, that's very long. Why is it so long? I'm going to pump it in the post on it. Merde. Well, that was wrong. Okay. So how do I get into here then? It's got a ladder, but why? I don't have a ladder though, do I? And there's all these posts are going to get in the way. Okay. We maybe do that or something. That's still going to get me in the way. Maybe. Come on then. You can jump. There we go. See if this works. Anyway, so I'm going to remove this bolt. It's just you fucking fecker. There's no crouch, which is annoying for this. Right, so what can I do instead? Might just leave it. I'm just going to call it a day. Go tent and then Yeah, it's been a long episode. Okay, where's my camp? Yeah, let's call it a day, and then I'll start off. We'll clear this island. Let's have a look first. Have we cleared the island yet? Nope, just one on the south. So we'll go to the south and get that cleared. All looked at anyway, and then we'll do a bunch of clearing. I don't know. Don't know why it's not letting me in. I've got to do something. I have to do some research about that. Yes, I worked on this bike. First of all, bodywork. So Dale was yeah. I'm removing this bolt. It's so many inches long. Wide thread. And this is even before he removed it. And he was like, because what happened is this is a single cylinder 650, I think it was. And what happened is this is an engine mounting bolt, if I remember rightly. And what was happening was they kept getting reports of this bolt coming out, and they didn't know what happened. And then they realised what was happening is because it was a single cylinder, it rattled a lot, and the vibration was the resonance of the bolt. So the bolt would rattle and then unwind itself. And so what they did is they used the wisdom and then used a longer bolt, which, and I'm forgetting if it's the frequency or whatever it is. Basically, they used a longer bolt to stop it from happening. Then remember, the bolt is exactly as it was described. And he was so intelligent. He was so into absolutely everything about everything, what he did and why he did it. And then there was Rob, who used to be a bus mechanic. He used to fix like school buses and regional buses and that kind of stuff. And they got together and they worked. And he worked more on cars, and he was a painter. And he taught me about how to paint a car. And from what I understand, there's this whole argument about using spray cans as opposed to using professional paint. If you do it right, I think you can do it. I mean, he used the professional equipment and stuff, so it's not as if he was a charlatan. But the guy was effing amazing. He was so his attitude. He was like one of the lads. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And but when he came to work, he was so, especially painting, he was so precise. Because what he'd do is like, say you got a bent wing, and so he would strip all the underside from it, and then tap it with a hammer to get everything out, or pull it out where you need to pull it out. Once he got it as much as possible, he'd use Bondo, and just enough to clear anything that wasn't already, to clear anything that couldn't get repaired otherwise, right? And so it wasn't massive amounts of Bondo, it was just enough to give it a soft edge. So once you've done that, you go and sand it, and you sand it with like wet and dry, which is basically sandpaper that you can dip in water and it doesn't fall apart, on a flat block. And so there's me and the other apprentice, Rob, and that's what we do, is we'd knock it all back. He'd start off, knock everything down, do the Bondo if needed, go over with an orbital sander, just to level everything off, and then that's our job, is to finish the bit. So we go over, and you start off with, I think, you start off with like 500, and then 800, then 1,000. And the higher the number, the less grit there is. So 1,000 grit is almost like just blank paper. It's weird. And so we knock everything down. Then this is what you do: is you come down, look at it, right? And then what you do is take a spray can, like a can of black spray, and go on the bits that weren't perfect, and then we go over and do it again. And it's like, oh, that's no, it was amazing. So, and then once that was done, clean the whole thing with paint thinner or acetone, I forgot what it was, just like to go over it to get rid of all the dust and stuff like that, and to switch on the fan and the compressor, and then you go over, and then start with undercoat, and then let's it set for, I've forgotten how long, a couple hours or something, and then we go back again. Then what we do is we taper the edges, so anything that looked like, once you'd sprayed it and it's set, you go over again with with the kind of spray. And what you do is you sand it until there's no spray. Amazing, until there's no black spray. And then look at it again, another coat, and and everyone was so impressed because he charged less than it would have cost to take it to they were professional, but to take it to the license and that kind of stuff, but to take it to a blah blah mechanic, right, who would have probably removed the entire wing and charged him a couple of $1,000s, and he charged like 100, maybe a couple of £100 rather. And yeah, and everyone was like, oh wow, this is amazing, you know what I mean? And he did a very, very good job. But he did mechanic work as well. There's one funny job that happened, was this person came in and it's, oh no. Okay, I'll leave it at that then. Right, talk to you later, you have a good one. See you next time.